Morning, welcome back. It's my third video in 3 weeks. Serious stuff here. This morning we're off. We're going and doing something which I haven't done for 2 years. I'm going cross-country schooling. This is a massive thing for me. I spoke before about my sort of mindset around competing and things with Vince, and one of the things I didn't ever want to do is go cross-country schooling. So I've taken the bull by the horns. I messaged my friend and said, do you fancy going and meeting up? Oh, a wasp. And she was like, yeah, let's do it. So we are going today. I'm meeting my friend Leela, who is great fun, and that's all it's going to be about. But today is about just having fun, enjoying myself. I'm not going to put any pressure on myself to jump anything and be like, oh, well, you used to jump this high and you used to jump this sort of stuff. That's not what it's about today. Today it's just getting over that mental barrier of going cross-country schooling. So I'm actually feeling a bit chippy now. I woke up this morning feeling rough, like I'm starting with a cold, sore throat, headache. I've taken some paracetamol and I've had a coffee. I'm feeling all right, and I've got to get some fuel, so I'm going to get some good snacks. So we're off. We're setting off down the drive, all loaded up. I've got everything on the lorry. And I don't know if I mentioned before, but we're going to Berwick Farm, which I've never been to before. But it popped up on my Facebook and it looked amazing. So I thought, let's go for it. So that should be fun, the fact that we've never been. And yeah, so it's about an hour and a half drive, which isn't too bad at all, really. Hopefully we're just gonna have we are gonna have a great day. I'm gonna have a great day, whatever. I'm out with my pony, doing something which a couple of years ago I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do this again, and I'm doing it again. So yeah, great fun. Right, getting up to where I need to go now, so I'll see you when we get there. For those that want to know, the car snacks that I purchased when I went and got my fuel, giant what's it, not sponsored, and a four pack of Diet Coke. Again, not sponsored, just... We're finally here. I'm just 15 minutes late, which isn't bad for me. Isn't bad at all. Oh, there's Leela there. I can see her. He's had a bit of a meltdown. He's like, I can't cope with life. Get up. Oh, he's looking at the pram. Oh no, he's not. I lied. Steady. Hello. I think we'll try him in, because it looks a bit steep. you ready, Alan? Where do we go? Where do we go? Are you alright back there? No, I can't either actually, but it's all fun. We're team chasing, babes. Vincent! Raging hooligan. Good boy! No, you're not jumping anymore. Yeah! I am just driving up the drive. We are back, safe and we're back in every single way. We're back home and we are back. So, first things first, where we went today, which was Berwick Farm cross country in Stamford Rivers in Essex. Do I recommend it? 100%. I would recommend going there up to about novice. There isn't a lot of sort of like technical B100 stuff, but there is sort of B100, 105 height fences. With regards to the smaller stuff, it is amazing. It is absolutely just beautifully done. They've got a field of very, very, very tiny fences, but they're not just tiny logs. They're like sort of lots of things to fill a horse's eye. There's a couple of waters. There's a little baby water, and then there's the bigger water that you saw us jumping through. So yeah, highly, highly recommend it. The fences are beautifully maintained. The ground was lovely. Absolutely fantastic. Can't fault it. With regards to my horse, well, he was a ledge. We had one moment where Vince can sometimes just kind of lose the plot a little bit. He just gets a little like overwhelmed, and he can get a little bit overwhelmed. And there was one point where it was quite early on, and there was like another group of horses behind him, and he started to go down that route, sort of the overwhelmed. So I just backed completely off, and I was like, no mate, come on, we'll just walk on a loose rein, it's all fine, we're gonna chill. And I did that, and he came back on side, and he carried on absolutely superb. And so I am absolutely over the moon with him with that. With regards to my riding, do you know something? I am so glad I am doing this to be able to share with you, but not just that, for me to be able to look back on, because my riding in places makes me want to scratch out my own eyeballs. I do have a tendency when I'm anxious to ride defensively, and I was riding incredibly defensively. If you look at my riding, you don't need to slate me, you don't need to message me saying, but you were doing this and this. I can see what I'm doing. I've got my hands high and I'm checking into the fence, and I'm sort of braced against him a little bit. Now, that's not how we perform our best cross country. Our best is when we're both in that forward rhythm, and I'm allowing him to take me to the fence. You know, I jump him cross country in a snaffle because I want him to think for himself a little bit, and I want him to, you know, I don't have to be as accurate as say show jumping, because you can, cross country there's a saying which is, you know, you can only ever be half a stride out. So, and at the heights we jump, he can absorb that half a stride. So I want him to take me, I want him to feel confident in my hands. I don't want to be over checking him, I don't want to be overthinking it. And I was kind of doing a little bit of the over checking and a little bit of the overthinking today. But that was my first time cross country for 2 years. I'm going to cut myself some slack, okay? I am going to cut myself some slack. Comebacks don't happen overnight, you know? Rome wasn't built in a day. 3 weeks ago, I was riding defensively around a show jumping course. And then 3 weeks later, I'm jumping happily around a 90 show jumping course again. So on that proviso, you know, it's all fine, it's all fixable, and at least I've got the footage so I can look back and I can see what I'm doing. So now I've got a dilemma. I'll share it with you. I'm just going to unload Vince and then I'll share it with you. He's a little dickhead, isn't he? Trevor, stop being annoying. It's a clever boy. It's a clever boy just having a munch on some grass. So good. So my dilemma, which is basically, I recognise that I ride better when my blood's up, particularly cross country. I ride more forward, I attack more, and there is a one-day event next week, and I'd kind of said a few weeks ago that I thought about, you right there mate, entering it, and the entry's closed tomorrow, and I've got and there's a lot of me saying there's a lot of advantages to me doing it, and there's a lot of reasons why I should do it, and then there's a little voice that keeps saying you're not ready, but I keep thinking if I listen to that little voice forever, I'm never going to be ready. Just because I have competed at quite a high level, so sort of B novice, doesn't mean I have to do that height. So I can put my ego aside, I can stop worrying about what people think of me, and I could just go and have a really fun run out around an 80, a 90 or an 80. And just see what happens. And then I'll know where to go from. But then, if it goes badly, then a lot of this work that I've been doing to sort of get my confidence back, and I run the risk of, but then why would it go badly? He's jumping well, he jumped nicely. He jumped nicely today, he's jumped nicely show jumping. Why would it go badly? Hey, stay tuned to more episodes of Carla Overthinks Everything. Featuring Vince, the superstar, and there's Trevor. And Trevor, he's actually a bit of an idiot, but you know, we love him. Right, I'm gonna go and get this horse sorted. Right, Jazzy, onwards to overthink some more. I will let you know what I decide.